Elite TikTok is where everyone wants to be, but some OG stars can't seem to break into the new, more creative space. It doesn't matter how perfect your dance moves are or how many followers you have in this version of the TikTok world. The elite community is picky about who is being accepted into their side of the app. The TikTok universe is divided between the mainstream stars like Addison Rae, Avani Gregg, and Bryce Hall, and the more alternative videos that stray from the overused sounds and dances. The D'Amelio sisters may have cracked the code, but some of the biggest stars of the app are still vying to branch into the trendier side. They may not have what it takes. Most users of the TikTok app are familiar with the pop song accompanied videos of girls with perfect makeup dancing and smiling into the camera, or your page may be filled with POV and pranks. This mainstream side is where you'll find the verified accounts and hyped content posted by stars of the Hype and Sway House collectives. But depending on the type of community you build for your account, you may find yourself in elite or alternative TikTok, where the feeds are slightly different. The more alternative side of the app emerged when users became tired of seeing the same things on repeat and hearing a few songs over and over again. In the elite space, users can be more creative with their video creations. Alternative TikTok uses unique sounds, meaning that users create the audio themselves instead of using the bites passed around by everyone. They grab attention less by their attractive looks and more with their interesting content. Elite also welcomes a large portion of the LGBTQ2+ community. Although the mainstream side of the app is sometimes referred to as straight TikTok, this doesn't mean that mainstream is exclusively straight folks while elite is LGBTQ only. It's all about content. One section of alt TikTok features horror videos. These users feature eerie lighting and creepy sounds, and sometimes even horror stories told through video and captions. This type of content is popular with horror movie buffs and fans of the more fringe side of the app. The horror hashtag also features some great special effects makeup that will blow your mind. This content is all totally unique and yes, even a bit scary at times. Another section of elite is known as retail TikTok. The branch blew up during days of quarantine boredom. Here, users are posing as brands and corporations such as Dollar Tree, Chipotle, and Purell. There are also accounts play acting as food products such as Cheetos, Takis, Goldfish, and Fruit Gushers. The trend took off when the Purell account started gaining fame during the COVID lockdown, and before long, other faux brand accounts were popping up. Although you may spot some younger millennials here and there, most of these users are in their young teens and of the Gen Z generation. New York Times highlighted the 14-year-old named Megan running the account walmart.department.store. Retail TikTok has its own share of drama between the brands. Dasani Water recently called out for Burlington Coat Factory to be cancelled. The page posted, "Cancel Burlington. Everyone is welcome here at Dasani except Burlington." The brands interact with each other and even date virtually. There are also communities for Pantone colors and other obscure things, such as appliances or speckled fruit. But elite TikTok is not only niche videos and self-contained communities like the retailers. There is a space known as Deeptok, which features some extremely fringe and out-there content. Elite, alt, and deep feature essentially everything that isn't mainstream. For users looking to avoid the For You page content that repeats itself over and over again, Elite is the place to go. Elite users have more freedom to feature obscure music or unique sounds that might flop on mainstream. The real question is, who's in and who's out? Until now, certain TikTok stars have ruled the app with coordinated dance moves, try-on hauls, and cutesy lip-syncing videos, but the new wave of creative and artistic content may be taking over. With more users and followers flocking to elite, stars like Avani, Addison, and Bryce better get up to speed on the new TikTok trend that values unique sounds, originality, and being yourself. One of the trends on elite TikTok is to post obscure audio sounds to see if some of the popular stars will pick up the audio and dance to it just because it's trending. The joke is the idea that mainstream TikTokers will dance to anything. Avani Gregg allegedly fell for this in May, using an audio track created by elite users. Whether she realized the music was meant to make fun of mainstream creators is unclear. In order to save face, the star posted to Twitter claiming that she was in on the joke all along. She said, "Y'all, I understand straight TikTok, you know that, right? I just don't care." Avani also claimed that TikTok was getting worse, referring to the use of labels straight and elite or alt. Sounds a bit sour for someone who is in on it. Some fans went as far to say that Avani should be cancelled for this slip, while others don't feel there should be any feuds between straight and elite TikTokers, asking that the drama be kept to the mainstream. Addison Rae may have one of the biggest followings on the app, or any social media app for that matter, but that doesn't mean she can easily slip into the elite side. The blonde, quintessential California girl is known for her adorable dancing videos where she moves to popular songs and trending soundbites. Her wholesome girl next door vibe makes her perfect for mainstream content. Along with other stars like Charli D'Amelio and Nessa Barrett, Addison wears the unofficial uniform of jeans, sweaters, and crop tops. The 19-year-old is also known to hang out with many other verified TikTok stars such as the Hype House members and her on-again off-again boyfriend, Bryce Hall. These are the exact creators that alt TikTok seems to be rebelling against. Addison's content is the opposite of the elite community, and unless this TikTok queen changes up her act, we won't be seeing the 20-year-old dancer anywhere but on the straight. Another straight influencer, Bryce Hall, will never be accepted by elite TikTokers. Bryce may be a huge star on the mainstream side of the app, but his actions are very uncool with the elite. In fact, this star seems to embody everything that alt TikTok dislikes. Pink News reported that Bryce recently tweeted about his frustration at being excluded from elite. You can probably guess that this did not vibe well with the alt crew. Bryce quickly apologized, citing his ignorance on the subject. But this slip-up came just days after his arrest for possession of illegal substances. Before the insensitive tweet, Bryce opened up to people about his arrest and how it made him realize the need to use his massive platform in a more positive way, especially for younger fans. But hey, those are just words. Unless Bryce lives up to his promises, he probably won't be accepted by elite TikTok users anytime soon. Two of the biggest stars on TikTok, however, may have broken into the coveted other side. Charli and Dixie D'Amelio, with their trendy fits and dance skills, look like every other mainstream TikToker. But the sisters have been accepted by some alt TikTok communities. 15-year-old Charli's content has become visibly more creative lately, with uses of more advanced editing, effects, and even original music. It appears that the community is all for Charli hedging over to the alt. There is even a change.org petition for Charli to join alt TikTok. The page argues that Charli is too nice for straight TikTok. It states that she empowers those around her and that the alt community would welcome Charli to the club. In May, Charli and her sister Dixie made a public split from the Hype House collective. Insider reported that the girls stepped away from the house when it became less about friends creating content together and more of a business. The TikTok house collectives are notorious for drama ranging from copyright issues to love circles and breakups, diss videos, and even arrests. Although they stayed friends with Hype House members, the sisters may be more savvy than people realize in their split from the group. It's also possible that the D'Amelios were ahead of the game, knowing that the bad press was not good for their brands. They may also have realized that, like any platform, TikTok is bound to adapt and shift, in this case, toward less copycat-centered content like that created by the houses. Dixie is also hovering between mainstream and elite. The star recently revealed on her account that she is open and supportive of the LGBT community. The star's own sexuality isn't explicitly confirmed in the video, but the elite crowd is evidently okay with that. Dixie's support is more than enough. Another aspect that now aligns Dixie with elite is that she makes her own music. At the beginning of July, Dixie released her debut single and music video called Be Happy. Just Jared reported that Dixie hopes the video makes talking and singing about mental health more mainstream. Dixie said, "I wanted to share the honesty of this message with others, especially those around my age. My hope is that anyone who listens can be reminded that it's okay to feel what we feel. It's okay to have a bad day. We all have them, and you are not alone." The video captures the star's low-key and laid-back vibe. The lyrics open up by saying, "Sometimes I don't want to be happy. If I'm down, just leave me there. Let me be." The song goes on to say, "I can lie and say I'm fine, but that wouldn't change anything." The 18-year-old is connecting more with the alt audience with this deeper message, and we wouldn't be surprised to see her accepted into elite along with her sister. Many elite TikTokers say they have way more fun creating content for the alt side of the app because because they have more freedom to express themselves beyond the mainstream music and content. One thing that sets them apart is a more creative use of editing apps. Many elite users are utilizing editing platforms outside of the TikTok editor in order to achieve more creative and artistic aesthetics for their pages. On Elite, you'll see things like Dazcam, Photoshop, and Glitchy being used to create higher, although sometimes what would be considered low-brow, production value. If your page consists mostly of mainstream content, you'll likely see a lot of videos created and edited directly within the app. You'll also see the same clothes, dances, and songs again and again. Mainstream TikTok has a few major top players like Addison and Avani who gather millions of likes per video, so unsurprisingly they invite endless copycats and lookalikes. The result? Scrolling through TikTok might feel like deja vu. But craft a more alt theme on your For You page and you'll see some original and unique content. The Elite side features people leaning into the quirkiness of their personalities and just being themselves, without putting on any fronts or acts. With Elite TikTok now the place where everyone wants to be, a lot of popular accounts and regular TikTokers are vying for acceptance from the community. Stars like Addison, Avani, and Bryce will have to up their creativity if they want to stay on top of the trends.